What up, though? All my niggas cut. Okay, nah, for real though. Getting sick of these fucking LA rioters, right? So, listen. If you've been following my channel for a while, you already know how I felt about immigration that is illegal. Immigrants that are actually supposed to be here, you know, they did the process correctly. They didn't force their way in. They didn't sneak their way in. Okay, cool, whatever. Illegal immigrants that think they could just break the law, do whatever they want to. I'm pretty sure every citizen of America should be against that. I'm pretty sure they should be against that. So why is it that these riots are taking place in LA in support of illegal immigration? There were no riots, right? There were 0 riots when Haiti got hit with that earthquake and a whole bunch of Haitians were running to the fucking border, right? And this is during Biden. This is under Biden, right? Everyone just wants to forget about this shit, but I will never forget about this shit. Those Haitians were running to the border, right? They were trying to find some safety, you know? Like, the US provides safety to every fucking body. And when that happened, oh man, Texas had motherfuckers on horseback with whips. Look this up. They had motherfuckers on horseback with whips chasing all the Haitians away. So that was a no-no, okay? But when it comes to these Hispanics, oh man, when I tell you kid gloves, I mean kid gloves. So let's just go through these little shorts that I found. So much to pick. Which one should I do first?
They did to the Kobe mural down here. How disrespectful can you be? What a
Black and Brown Coalition.
disrespecting the GOAT, man, and his daughter. This is
Yep, that's how it's supposed to be, right? That's how that's the brown support for the black.
unbelievable.
Black people, I'm gonna
I'll never feel bad for Kobe Bryant, that fucking swirling ass nigga. But anyway, that's the Black and Brown Coalition, dude. All throughout history, right? All throughout American history, Black Americans have put on the cape for all the immigrants every single time without fail. We put on the cape for everybody besides our own. And then they always end up snobbing their noses at us and we want to act all surprised. Not even act all surprised, we still want to try to make shit work. That's why that Pan-African shit died. Alright?
I swear to fucking God, if I hear one more Hispanic say, our ancestors worked hard. What the fuck you think our ancestors did? They worked hard than a motherfucker and didn't get shit for it. And they worked even harder and got blocked at every avenue. You motherfuckers have been slipping and sliding, skating and riding to Easy Street. Fuck is you talking about?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Could not have said it better myself. Listen, and it's very infuriating because these motherfuckers are so delusional. They truly believe that they built this country. Here goes this fucking guy. Here goes this fucking guy.
LA protesters are winning against ICE, so LAPD authorized the use of military ammunition.
What do you mean ammunition?
LAPD says they're
It means bullets, nigga. I hope it means bullets. There is no reason why they should not be harmed. There is no reason why they should not be held accountable. Because if it was niggas, they would be held accountable to the fullest extent. If it was niggas, every single time we are done worse. We are done so bad every time, and everyone just fucking glances over it. It's bullshit. But anyway.
unable to say, but so far flashbangs, military-grade tear gas, as well as the ability to strike and push protesters. Then Pete Hegseth ordered the Marines to deploy to LA and said they're preparing to leave as we speak.
In what world do we send Marines to intimidate the U.S. citizens we protect?
They should.
In what world is setting cars on fire, breaking shit, and terrorizing the community ever seen as okay and something that is a peaceful protest?
Shouldn't be protesting! So far, 300.
No, there's not. They shouldn't be protesting, you autistic spastic. You're full of shit. And the US citizens were to protect? A lot of those motherfuckers in the riots are illegal immigrants. Immigrants that have done a lot of crime. And we're about to see that in a second after this guy's done waffling.
National Guard to deploy to LA, and Trump said he's gonna send 1,700 more. So Gavin Newsom sent a letter to Trump demanding he order the National Guard out of LA. And this is the first time a president called for the National Guard without a state's consent since 1965.
And what did Trump say?
Trump said Democrats are incapable and that his administration will solve the problem, which is rioters and looters who will be handled the way they should be handled. And immediately put in the order for 2,000 National Guards to deploy at that moment. I'm glad this is happening.
When intimidation tactics don't work on U.S. citizens, the answer isn't more intimidation.
What is it then?
This is the result of poor leadership.
But this has been going on for 3 days. We have to do something. Freeways and streets are getting blocked by thousands of protesters, which is stopping ICE raids. And now their backup can't arrive. So ICE officials declared freeway protesters unlawful, meaning force can be used against them and they can be arrested. But that didn't stop the protesters, and they're still doing it anyway. It's obvious these protesters are the problem.
But what if the problem isn't the protests and the problems are the raids?
Did you not hear Trump in 2020 when the looting starts? The student shot the student! Martial law 2020!
I can't. He's this guy right here. I have a feeling he doesn't even believe what he just said right there. I have a feeling that he's just pandering to his audience, and you can see his audience right here. Let's go down this little comment section. That's me right there. Seems like Trump just declared civil war. Seems like it. I'm not even finna say it. I'm going to point out this never happened under Biden. Yeah, because Biden didn't do shit to protect this country. He left the borders wide open. He left the borders wide open. I need to really watch myself. I'm trying not to curse and, you know, get my blood pressure high. I'm not saying Trump is the end all be all. Trump is kind of he's kind of doing an ant job. He's old as fuck. We need some new leadership in there. Someone that's younger, someone that's actually, you know, anyway. What people don't know is he asked 2,000 National Guards to come and only 300 showed up. Seems like most of the National Guard are smart and won't violate the Constitution. I have to fact check that, to be honest. Anything but making America great again. What was Biden doing? What was Kamala gonna do? What has the Democrat? What has Obama done? What has been happening the last 20 fucking years that has been positive? At least Trump is heading in a direction that's somewhat in our fucking interest by getting illegal immigrants out the country. Not to mention Obama did more deportations than Trump. What are we yapping about here? Good soldiers follow orders. Good men know right from wrong, said a woman. These protesters are what we call patriots, said a woman. Anyway, let me not do this shit. White woman. But anyway, let's do a little trivia. Meet the victims Los Angeles is burning for. Ronaldo Enriquez, a national of the Philippines with a criminal history in California, including multiple felony convictions, including back to back, this nigga, anyway, attempted rape, assault, and burglary. Look at that face. Doesn't this guy not give a fuck about this country? You're gonna see a lot of that. Delfino Martinez, a Mexican national with a conviction for assault with a deadly weapon causing great bodily injury in LA. Armando, a Mexican national and known gang member with a conviction for sexual battery with A convictions. This guy can't spell. I don't know if he used AI, but this guy cannot he doesn't know grammar. With convictions for sexual battery, receiving stolen property, and theft in Los Angeles. Victor Alguerella, I don't know. A previously deported Mexican, he just snuck right back in there like, I don't get any consequences, no repercussions, this doesn't matter, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Look at that face, doesn't give a goddamn about this country that we built for free. A previously deported Mexican national and known gang member with convictions for assault with a deadly weapon and possessing drug paraphernalia. Stand-up people right here. Lionel Laguna, a Mexican national with convictions for firing a gun at an occupied dwelling in OC. Battery on spouse, so he's beating his bitch. Willful child cruelty and OC. So these are the stand-up, peaceful, hardworking citizens that have such strong family structures that we be talking about, right? Right? Really they compare them to us, right? So they want to have this stereotype that black people are, broken family structure, which we do, but it's not as broke as the motherfuckers want to act like it is. Black fathers are very involved in their child's life. As much as social media shows the opposite, showing that there's dysfunctional baby mamas and so forth, yeah, it's full of shit, because they want to show you what they want to show you. They don't show you this part. They don't like showing you this part where this fucking Hispanics are over here beating their wife, R-wording their children, touching on their children, beating their children, getting drunk every damn day after work. Abusive, right? But anyway, beating his bitch, beating his child, DUI and OC, and assault with a firearm in OC. Model citizen, peaceful and hard-working citizen. He has had a deportation order since 2020. Well, we know Biden wasn't going to fill that out. Jose Ortiz, an Ecuadorian national with convictions for conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute 5 kilos of cocaine on a vessel in Florida. Now, this guy must have turned into Mickey Mouse or some shit, because if this guy was black, American, and not a fucking immigrant, I guarantee you he would have gotten at least 10 years. 5 kilos of cocaine. 5 kilos of cocaine trying to distribute. Dude ratted. But anyway, model citizen.
Yo, man, let's get out of here.
Jesus Morales, Mexican national and aggravated felon with prior conviction for conspiracy to transport an illegal alien. There we go. Those are the people that were sitting here and being like, oh man, they need to stay in this country. They need a pat on the back. They need to stay in this country. That's what we're fighting for, right? Not me. You fucktards over there in LA. Even though I love California, beautiful place. The people that dwell in California are some of the dumbest motherfuckers you will ever see.